the woman was shocked to discover that her fiancé was hiding a 5-year-old child, and to give his ex and their child a proper title, he abandoned the woman to marry his first love. Only then did the woman see his true colors. Heartbroken, she called the CEO who had pursued her for years and asked if he would marry her. Hearing that the woman he loved suddenly wanted to marry him, the CEO was overjoyed. Without hesitation, he agreed, immediately canceled a $1 billion deal, and told the driver to turn around toward the registry office, afraid she might change her mind. Meanwhile, the woman waited anxiously outside the marriage office. Just as the scumbag walked out with his first love, seeing her still there, he narcissistically assumed she couldn't let go. The scheming ex kindly offered to lend her the marriage certificate so she could post it on her social media. The woman didn't hold back. She threw the certificate to the ground. Seeing his beloved ex being humiliated, the scumbag immediately broke up with the woman, which she gladly accepted. Just then the CEO arrived in time and helped the woman out of the awkward situation. But even so, the scumbag didn't believe it. Thinking the CEO was a hired actor, the woman didn't bother to explain. She grabbed the CEO and walked straight into the office. Soon they received their marriage certificate. After learning that the CEO skipped an international meeting to marry her, the woman felt sorry and told him to go back to sign the deal. However, when she returned home, she found her house had been taken over by the scumbag and his scheming ex. The ex even wore her pajamas without permission. This made the woman furious. She immediately told them to get out, but the scumbag didn't take her seriously, took off his apron, threw it at her, and told her to cook. He still believed she was playing hard to get, and said making dinner would count as an apology to the ex and her son. The woman couldn't believe how shameless he was. She warned them if they didn't leave, she would call the police. Only then did they finally leave. She thought it was over, but the next day, she came home to find strangers all over her place. They said the scumbag and the ex were holding their wedding there. The woman was stunned. Someone recognized her and accused her of being the mistress who ruined their relationship. They even grabbed her hair. Just then, the scumbag and his mother walked in. Seeing her there, the scumbag panicked. He explained the wedding was fake, all just a show for the child. But the woman didn't believe a word. She demanded he admit publicly whether she was his mistress. With pressure mounting from the ex's friends, the scumbag gave in and said the woman was just a regular friend. He barely knew her. The woman immediately asked, "If that's true, why are you holding the wedding in my home?" Hearing that the house belonged to her, the ex's friends didn't believe it. They claimed it was the wedding home of the scumbag and his bride, then started throwing things at her. To protect herself, the woman pulled out her phone and said she had called the police. As things got out of control, the scumbag's mother quickly pulled her into a room and promised to stand up for her after the wedding. But the woman had already seen through their lies. She pushed past them and tried to call the police. Her actions completely enraged the scumbag. He threw her to the ground, told the others to take her to the study and keep her from causing trouble. Without hesitation, they dragged her toward the study. At that moment, the CEO couldn't reach the woman by phone. Feeling anxious, he checked her home security footage and was horrified to see her being assaulted. He immediately told his assistant to track her location. He was going to handle this himself. Meanwhile, the woman was taken into the study, where they began plotting something worse. When she threatened to call the police, they got